Gopal has some rupees 100 shares of a company A, paying 10% dividend. He sells a certain number of these shares at a discount of 20% and invests the proceeds in rupees 100 shares at rupees 60 of a company B, paying 20% dividend. If his income from the shares sold increases by rupees 18,000, find the number of shares sold by Gopal. So this is the question. So before we get to solve these questions, we need to discuss about few terms. The terms which we are going to discuss. Let's discuss one by one. First, we are going to discuss about nominal value. Nominal value, that's nothing but like if we are going to talk about cost price and selling price of a product. Okay, nominal value, it can be understood as the cost price, that is, it is nothing but the original value of the share. Okay, I repeat once again, nominal value, it can also be called as the face value. It's nothing but the original value of a particular share. Okay, next we are going to talk about the market value. Market value, it's nothing but the value for which the share is sold. Okay, so we can understand like selling price of a product. Okay, so market value, that's nothing but the value for which a share is sold. Okay, next what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about the dividend here. Dividend is nothing but the reward, or it can be understood as an appreciation given by the company to a shareholder. That's it. Okay, so who is actually giving the dividend? Dividend is being given by the company to the shareholder. Okay, so these are the basic terms which we need to know. And one more thing, this dividend, it is paid by the company to the shareholder, which is completely based on the nominal value of the share. Okay, so I repeat, this dividend will be paid on the basis of the face value of the share, that is the nominal value of the share. So all these terms are very important whenever we are going to discuss about the problems from shares and dividends. Okay, so let's get to start to work this problem. Okay, we are having Gopal, he is having rupees 100 shares of a company A. Okay, the company is paying a 10% dividend to him. So this 10% dividend is based on the face value of his share, that is, it is based on the 100 rupees 100 shares. Okay, fine. Now he sells a certain number of shares at a discount of 20%. So this 20% discount, it is given on his face value. Okay, he is selling it. Now invests the proceeds, that means whatever he has sold. Okay, so that he is investing in the other company. Okay, where the market value is rupees 60. Okay, where the shares are taken at a market value of rupees 60. Whatever he has sold, okay, that he is investing in the other company where the market value is rupees 60 for a share. Okay, and that company is paying a 20% dividend for him. Whatever he has been invested in company B, that company B is paying a dividend of 20% for him. Okay, now because of this process, what happens is his income is increased by, okay, increases by 18,000. We are going to identify how much number of shares did he have. Okay, the number of shares sold by Gopal. This is what we are supposed to identify. So let's do it. Now let's first talk about company A. In company A, okay, the face value of his share was rupees 100. Right? They are paying a dividend at a rate of 10% for his share. So the rate of dividend is 10%. Let's identify how much dividend is being paid by the company for each of his share. Okay, it is 10% of the nominal value of the share, and that is 10% of 100. That is 10 by 100 into 100, which is nothing but rupees 10. So rupees 10 is being paid as a dividend on each of his shares. We don't know how much shares he is actually having. Let us suppose if he is having X number of shares. Okay, how much shares he is having, let's assume it as some X. So for these X number of shares, the dividend paid will be rupees 10 into the number of shares. So 10 into X, 10X. Right? rupees 10x. Okay, now this was the income, okay, which is being received by Gopal from company A. Okay, so have this. Now what is happening, he is selling his shares at a 20% discount. Okay, so let us identify the selling price of each of the share, and then let's identify the selling price of his entire x number of shares. So the selling price of each share will be from the rupees 100, that is from the nominal value, he is giving a 20% discount. Okay, and this discount is also given on the nominal value only, right? So this is 100 minus 20 by 100 into 100, which is rupees 100 minus 20, 80. So each share he is selling it for 80 rupees. Okay. So what happens to the selling price of the entire X number of shares? 80 into number of shares, that is 80x. Right. So this is what is happened in company A. What happens actually, he is having a share worth rupees 100. The company is paying a 10% dividend for him. So for each share he is getting a 10 rupees. So we don't know how much shares he has. So if he is having some X number of shares, then for all the shares he is getting rupees 10x as the dividend. That is as a reward which is being paid by the company to him. Okay, so this was his income actually. He is selling the shares at a 20% discount. So each share is being sold for 80 rupees. Okay, so the selling price of all the shares is 80x. Okay, now this is nothing but the proceeds, okay, which he has obtained on selling the shares. This he is investing in the other company, that is he is investing in company B. Okay, there what happens to the market value, that is though your shares worth rupees 100, okay, it is being taken for the market value of rupees 60. So as I told you, you can understand like nominal value, it can be taken as the original value of the product, and market value it can be understood as the value for which the product is being sold. Okay, now he is getting few shares from that company. Okay, that is he has sold it for rupees 80x, which he is investing in the other company. There he is getting some shares. Okay, so the number of shares bought will be how much ever money he has invested by the market value at that time. Okay, so the number of shares bought in company B will be, so the number of shares bought will be how much ever amount he has invested. How much he has invested actually, that we don't know. Is it so? We are actually given that whatever he has sold from the previous company, that proceeds he is been investing in the other company. So what is he sold? He is sold something for rupees 80x. That's nothing but the amount being invested in the other company. Okay. So amount invested by the market value at that time. Okay, he has invested rupees 80x, okay, in the company B. So at that time the market value was rupees 60, okay, which is nothing but 80x by 60. He is getting 8x by 6 shares from company B. Okay, now the company B is actually paying 20% dividend for him for each of his share. So this, as I told you previously, dividend will always be calculated on the face value. That is, it will be calculated completely on the nominal value of his share. Okay, so dividend of his each share will be 20% of the nominal value, that is 20% of rupees 100. Okay, 20% of rupees 100. Okay, so this will be 20 by 100 into 100, which is rupees 20. So rupees 20 he is getting for each share. Okay, now in this company actually how much shares he is having? 8x by 6 shares he is having in company B. Okay, so in this company we are going to identify how much dividend he is getting on each share. So dividend on the entire of this company, that is having 8x by 6 shares in this company. So dividend on 8x by 6 shares will be that is dividend on each share into the total number of share 8x by 6. Okay, if it is possible to simplify, let's simplify. So this will be 2 3 times 10 times. So this will be nothing but 80x by 3. So he is getting rupees 80x by 3 as a dividend on all his shares in company B. Okay. Now look at this part. We have come to the conclusion of this sum. Actually, from company A, okay, he was getting a dividend of 10x rupees. Okay. From company B, he is getting a dividend of 80x by 3. Okay. See, there is a difference in the reward which he has got from company A and company B. And because of this only the question is stating that his income is increased by 18,000. So the difference in dividend is nothing but 18,000. Let's subtract both the dividends and equate it to 18,000 and find out the value of x. That's nothing but the number of shares which he has sold. Okay, so let's find out the difference between the dividends which he has got from both the companies. We are given the increase in income as 18,000, that is his income is increased by 18,000 because the new company is paying him 80x by 3 as a reward and the company A was giving him 10x as the reward, that is the dividend. So the difference is 18,000. Let's solve it. Let's take this 80x 3 to the opposite side in order to make the denominator same for these two. So this will be 3 into 10x 30x, common denominator 3, which is equal to 18,000. Now 80x minus 30x will be 50x. 3, let's take it to that side, it goes as multiplication. So 18,000 into 3. Now let's have x here. Let's bring 50 this side, it comes as division. So 18,000 into 3 by 50, zeros gets cancelled. 5 1 times, 3 times 15, 6 times 30 and a 0. So 360 into 3, which is 1080. So x is equal to 1080. So he has 1080 shares in company A which he has sold to company B and bought some shares by which his income is increased by 18,000. That's it. Okay. Thank you.